It's very common. People think that the insurance company has their best interests at heart. And so when they go somewhere, they also start to assume that if the insurance company offers them some level of care, that must be the care that they need. But the problem with the insurance company is that the insurance company doesn't know who I am. They've never seen my scans, they've never seen my x-rays, they don't know my health history, they don't know the challenges that I have on a daily basis. They put me into a number, I'm a statistic, and I'm charged a certain amount for premiums, and then I'm given X, Y, and Z. 12 visits to the chiropractor, X number of visits to the medical doctor, and they just assume that's what I'm going to need for my life. So let me see, I have an option. I can help my immune system to be stronger, which fights off colds, flus, illnesses, sickness, disease. Or I can go to the medical doctor when I have a cold, take a medicine, an antibiotic say, which basically destroys all the good and bad bacteria in my body, and it doesn't do anything to help me to be healthier. Which one would you rather have? Would you rather have something that actually adheres to and helps you to be healthier, or something that actually breaks down your body? You have to pay for both. The thing is do you want to invest in one or really pay for the other?
The biggest contradiction in our culture today is calling medicine healthcare. Medicine is not healthcare, it's sick care. And when you take sick care and provide it to a culture like healthcare, then you end up with a sick culture. And that's why we spend $2.7 trillion per year on what we call healthcare, and we're incredibly sick as a culture. It's that one contradiction.
I've been seeing the same doctor for probably like 15 years. Every year I go see her and it's you gotta watch your weight, but I don't sleep and I have stomach problems. Well, here's medicine for that. It's not treating what's wrong with me. Like something's not working. And I think she's amazing, but giving me Ambien for 10 years can't be helping me live a long, healthy life, because whatever it is that's wrong with you is never going to get fixed. It's treating the symptom.
Having worked in a pharmacy and been in the hospital, I've seen that there are drugs that we have to give other drugs for to take care of the side effect of the first drug, and in the long run the patient is probably still doing something at home that's causing them to need the drug that they could have changed in the first place. People get the idea that it's okay for them not to be able to sleep through the night after 40. It's just normal, part of old age, or it's normal to have stomach problems.
I had gotten used to not feeling super great, and that became the baseline, right? I have irritable bowel syndrome. I'm taking the medication that was prescribed by my regular doctor. He said, so you've basically resigned yourself to taking a pill every day for the rest of your life, and that's going to manage your disease. And I thought about it for a second. I thought, that is kind of messed up that I would accept that as normal.
Right.
No one gives you the tools to make you healthier. They might say, oh, this number went from 3 to 5, and then suddenly it's at 10, and no one ever tells you that from 3 to 5 is a bad increase and that you should start to think about doing these things. It's just all of a sudden you're at a 10 and you're insulin dependent and you have to do this and you have to do this, and it's so much better to be proactive about things and take kind of the bulls by the horn earlier in the process.
You know, insurance companies, they cover sick care, right?
Right.
You know, they cover treatment of disease.
Right.
The wellness care in your investment, it says, you know what? I don't want to wait till I'm sick.
Right.
I want to do it now, and I want to change my lifestyle now.
People are spending money on health foods. They're spending money on drinking water, which is a multi, at this point, about $30 billion industry for water, when there's no scientific data, incidentally. There's no research that shows that if you drink bottled water instead of tap water, that's going to have a health benefit for you or extend your life. But it's just such common sense. If I taste chlorine, it's probably not a good idea. And if I taste something that's fresh or it's spring water, it's probably a better thing. Over $30 billion is spent on this a year. You start looking at health clubs. The people go around clubs and they get a tour of the club, and then at the end the person says to them, yes, I'd like to join. Here's my Blue Cross Blue Shield card, or here's, charges to my HMO. People started taking cash out of their pockets to pay for organic foods, which were much more expensive than conventionally farmed foods, to pay for drinking water, to pay for health clubs.
I think the whole community is more about organic and wellness and health, and I don't think everybody looks at chiropractic care as that sort of outlet. You're taking the time to shop locally at a local farm and buy organic meat and watch the additives and preservatives that are in your kids' food, But look at the other simple, low-cost things you could do to keep your family healthy.
Do you care about whether or not there's insurance coverage to pay for?
No, I don't care about that. I go without eating to get my adjustments. Look at me. I'm 76 years old, and I'm on the go constantly. Not on any medication, though,
Right.
from this adjustment. And that's all it is. It's so simple.
I made the decision that I wasn't going to go with the referral. I was willing to pay out of my own pocket what it cost to have my back and my spine and the rest of my body functioning properly.
I think wellness is more important. It's technically cheaper to pay for good health care. You just have to pay for it for yourself. The goal is to get well.
Frankly, financially, it was cheaper for me to pay directly out of pocket and to work inside his plan than to be reimbursed with my insurance, because my office copay amount is more than what he charges for a visit. I feel a lot better. I've lost 25 pounds. My back pain is less because I'm carrying my weight properly. My IBS is under control.
I think it's fair to say that for sure diabetes was in my future, and I don't think that's in the cards for me. My dad's been on blood pressure medicine. I don't think that's going to happen to me. It's the same way you have to invest in a personal trainer or an executive coach or a gym membership, that you can't rely on anybody else to kind of take care of you. You have to look at yourself and figure out what it is you need to be the best you. And if it costs money, you have to prioritize. If you can drive a great flashy car or have a great house or a great TV. I had those things growing up, and my mom still passed away at age 40. It doesn't matter. You can have all the items that you want, but you only get this body once, and you only get one trip around, and you need to make the most of it. So it's kind of a pay now and you'll never have to pay later.